This will be a review on the Spider-Man Todd McFarlane Omnibus. There were two Spider-Man books McFarlane worked on. The Amazing Spider-Man, which I have an omnibus review on that. That was from like issue 298 to 328 of Amazing. And then they gave him a solo book, McFarlane the artist, where he also did the writing. And that solo book is all the back cover issues here. It's a $75 book, retail cover price. Includes Spider-Man 1 to 14, issue 16, and X-Force number 4, which was a two-part crossover. This was only like 5 stories. Issues 1 to 5 are one story, then you got a two-parter, another like 5-parter, a two-parter, and a two-part crossover. Is the outer cover. And the inner cover here is really nice. This is the hardcover book, the omnibus, that inner cover, under the dust jacket. We put the image here. It's Todd McFarlane. It's from August 1990 all the way to November 1991. And hopefully it's going to show up here in this review. Try my best. Throughout the 1990s, Todd McFarlane revolutionized Spider-Man, and then he would later form Image Comics with the Image Comic partners and make Spawn, and that's pretty much where he's been career-wise ever since, with his own properties and Spawn. But his visual impact and how he changed Spider-Man visually, and the influences he did, it really changed the character ever since. Spider-Man made him popular, but he also brought Spider-Man to a new level of greatness in the 90s. And this book, this omnibus, it's really well made. I mean, the quality, the paper quality, the remastered coloring, and just the overall quality. But the big issue I have with this volume is you only get 16 comics for $75. I was able to get this online. Sale price wise, I paid about $45 altogether, so it's about $3 an issue. So for $3 an issue, I thought it was worthwhile. But this is not a $75 book in my opinion, cover price wise. It's more like, I would honestly say, a $50 book. Because you could buy a $100 omnibus that has 40 issues, okay? And so you're only getting about 16 issues here for $75. It just doesn't ring up right. So I would say for the $3 I paid an issue here, it was worthwhile. But definitely depends how much you pay for this. But it's a good read. It's fun to look at. And it really is the last of a great Spidey era. But the funny thing is here, I think McFarlane kind of went out on a sour note, because the last issue of his career was a sideways issue, a crossover with X-Force by Rob Liefeld, which was a sideways issue as well. And it was a really forgettable story. Just a really bad story, and sideways at that. It seemed kind of a waste to go out that way, career-wise, at Marvel and on Spider-Man. There's some really nice extras by McFarlane here from some of the covers he did for Spidey and other work. So for that, it's worth mentioning. Extras and recolored pieces. That one looks really nice. The Ghost Rider crossover was good. I would say of all the comics here, honestly the best issues were the 2-part Ghost Rider crossover and the 2-part Black Costume Spider-Man. The other issues, the 5-parters, were not as good as the 2-parters. But that's just my personal view on it. So this is the Spider-Man Omnibus. I think it's a pretty good addition for a collection if you want McFarlane's art primarily. But I would recommend you get the Amazing Spider-Man volume, the other book he did. That's the better omnibus, without question. And this one could have just been much more. Maybe they could have made this like 2 omnibuses. Instead of making it about him alone, they could have probably just gave you issues 1 to 25. That would have been a better deal. But so this is about issues 1 to 14, issue 16, X-Force crossover, just the McFarlane stuff. So that's the review. Thanks for watching, and talk to you later.